Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Unpopular Review. We are here for Monday Night Raw, January 31st, 2022. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the aftermath of the Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar winning, Ronda Rousey winning. A lot of people in the internet wrestling community very upset about these two winning. They feel like they should have had the opportunity to push someone new, make a new star. The executive consultant and myself are going to be talking about that on the other side, amongst a lot of things. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar getting face-to-face. Elimination Chamber. Why is Bobby Lashley in the Elimination Chamber? He's the champion. Shouldn't you be going up to get a shot at the champion for WrestleMania? We're going to talk about that too. Plus a lot of good matches, including AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio, a banger of a match. All that, plus more. Your questions, your comments in the chat. Drop them now. We'll read them. Big Daddy Cool, the executive consultant on the other side. This is Unpopular Review. Thanks for watching. See you on the other side. Welcome once again to Unpopular Review. I am Big Daddy Cool. I will be bringing on the executive consultant momentarily, but I just want to let you guys know that if you like wrestling, you're going to love Unpopular Review. We review wrestling every night that there is wrestling on TV, which we're talking about WWE Raw, NXT, AEW, SmackDown, heck, pay-per-views, premium live events, whatever you want to call them. We're here on Popular Review is here to review it all with you. Guys, we're going to jump into this episode of Monday Night Raw, the post-Royal Rumble. Joining me is my Monday night co-host, the executive consultant, Christopher. How are you, sir?
Doing quite excellent. Happy to be here. As always, second show tonight. I did around the blocks earlier. Back here for Monday Night Raw.
Well, welcome to the A Show. Chris, you've got a unique perspective because you were in the building in St. Louis on Saturday night.
Little known fact, they actually asked me to be in the Rumble, and I said, no, I can't do it. Didn't want to throw over 29 jabronis. I just wanted to have a good time. Vince came to me himself and just said, please be in the Royal Rumble. I said, I can't do it this time, Vince. Maybe next year for the 36th annual Royal Rumble, I'll be there for it.
It was Vince that asked you, not Shane, because Shane getting a lot of heat this week.
Yeah, I read something about it. I don't have any inside information, of course, but I read something about it. Hey, I don't believe the nonsense. I think Shane's there for one reason only. That's to put over Austin Theory.
Wow, you heard it here first. The executive consultant, usually not wrong with things of this nature. But he is saying that Shane McMahon is going to put over Austin Theory at WrestleMania. Is that correct?
I think that's what Shane's there for. Hey, if you watched Around the Blocks with Mike Knox earlier, you saw me. We made our predictions on the 5 competitors for the Elimination Chamber, and I got all of them right except for one. I did not think Brock Lesnar was
And which one did you not get right?
Brock Lesnar. I didn't think he was going to be there.
Oh, wow. Well, Brock Lesnar is indeed there. Let's jump right into that. And then, guys, keep making your comments. Keep dropping.
Yeah, you know what? We had quite a few comments before the show started. This nasty candidate. You nasty as hell.
Let's get this party started.
No one, Ron's Rebecca. Hey, folks, what's going on? Ron, Bad Guy Jack. Let's go. Good evening, Unpopular Review fans. This is Mr. Mike Riggs. Welcome you to the WWE Monday Night Raw review for Monday night, January 31st, 2022. It's been announced and official at WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas. Brock Lesnar, the number one challenger, going one-on-one with the WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Raw was very good. I still can't believe it, but with all due respect to the now two-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion Bobby Lashley. He had help from the WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. What's going on, Joey Samuel Lewis? What's up, Stamian Jones? Oh my goodness, Lita versus Big Time Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship next month. What a dream match, arguable. My favorite host, Big Daddy Cool. Good evening, my tribal chief, Mr. Chris Harris. George Samuel Lewis says, wrestling fans don't understand. They have to deal with it. Both Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar headlines for WrestleMania. Why?
Thank you, George. Thank you.
They sell tickets.
That's right.
Not Thursday.
In a second.
Okay. I still had goosebumps for when Ronda Rousey returned by right after her daughter was born and she won the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble. Very sorry for your loss. Raw was pretty decent tonight. What's up, EC? Yeah, right. Damian Jones, thank you. Raw was an excellent show. I give it a 10 out of 9. What's up, Big Daddy Cool and Chris Harris? Acknowledge me. Sorry for your loss. I heard Chris was number 30 in the Rumble, but Brock at 5. He probably said, hey, when I said I wasn't going to do it, they probably gave it to Brock Lesnar. That's probably true. Good job. Breaking news, EC isn't a UPR champ. That is true. It's still divine intervention. What's up, guys? What's going on, Anthony? Big Daddy Cool. Did you see the video? Chris went crazy for Happy Corbin. I was Happy Harris when Happy Corbin came out. Now we can start with Raw. Hey, keep the comments all up. This one claims he's tired. If y'all keep going at it like this, we might go at it all night. Steve might go at it all night, have another child. You don't know. Go ahead and start talking.
I gotta pick somebody up at the airport at 5 a.m. I'm trying to get some sleep.
Steve can go all night Raw, and this is why he has children.
This is true. This is why I got 4 children that I know of. Guys, let's start with what opened up the show, and that's Bobby Lashley not versus Brock Lesnar, but they face to face again. Bobby Smashley comes out, and he is being ordered by Adam Pearce to defend his title at Elimination Chamber. Chris, it's not usual that a champion has to defend their title at Elimination Chamber right before WrestleMania. Usually, Elimination Chamber is used to catapult another person into a WrestleMania title match. Why is Bobby Lashley in this match?
Who told you this lie?
I don't know.
I'm about to say, it's either one or the other every year. It's either it's going to be a championship match or it's going to be for the number one contendership. Last year, Drew McIntyre had to defend his title in the Elimination Chamber.
Listen, the internet is saying that this is nonsense. Why is Bobby Lashley? Bobby Lashley should not be in the championship.
The internet is how most people have ejaculation nights. I'm just letting you know what's going on.
And a social life. This
is the norm. A world champion usually defends his title or her title in the Elimination Chamber normally. You know, with the exception of when they want to do number one contender. I think one or two times they decided to have the tag team titles instead. That was a bust, but no, this is about the norm.
All right, well, we got Lashley being put into this match first because he does not want to defend the title tonight against Brock Lesnar. Lashley says he's better than Brock. Who's the beast now is what he asks. This is after last week. Last week, Brock was asking Bobby who? Bobby who? Brock interrupts and says, Bobby, he calls him Bob. Bob, you a pretend champion. Brock on the mic without Paul Heyman. I mean, lately he's been pretty entertaining. Tonight he's on his own. No Paul Heyman whatsoever. He held his own. Brock gives kudos. He puts Smashley over and then puts himself over, saying that he won the Royal Rumble. Brock chooses Roman at WrestleMania.
No shot there.
And he says that the main event will be champion versus champion after he wins the Elimination Chamber and becomes the new WWE champion. They tease a fight between the two of them, but it doesn't happen because, let's be real, Cincinnati doesn't deserve that type of a marquee matchup.
I was just thinking more along the lines of Brock Lesnar doesn't wrestle Monday Night Raw.
Oh, well, one or the other. But, Chris, what were your thoughts on this segment? You got Brock putting some respect on Bobby Lashley. And also, I guess, I see there's a lot of people, commenting, is the brand split over? What's going on? Why are we still getting this? Plus,
our very own technician, David Sanderson, thinks the brand split's coming to an end.
So what's going on, Chris? School everybody.
Well, let me tell you something. WrestleMania 35 was headlined by a triple threat match. That triple threat match was Ronda Rousey defending her Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair, defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Becky Lynch. Winner takes all is what they called it. Becky Lynch walked out there, Becky 2 belts. Guess what? Raw stayed intact. SmackDown stayed intact. WWE has no plans to end that brand split. The reason how come they're doing it is because you fickle fans.
That's right.
All right. You mofos decided y'all want to complain and whine one more time about Brock versus Roman. Hey, I'm not happy about that, to be honest with you. With Brock versus Roman one more time at WrestleMania. So they said, what can we do to entice this? Because we have to sell at least 70,000 tickets for 2 nights. What can we do to entice it? What can be bigger than championship versus championship? Does that mean that's what's going to happen? Not 100%. I don't think WWE knows exactly what they want to do in that end yet, but it is something they're toying with. That's why they threw it out there. They're toying with the idea of having a winner takes all, but do not believe that they're going to end the brand split. I'll tell you right now, Roman does not want to work Mondays and Fridays. Remember that old Paul Heyman promo? Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays. Roman does not want to work Monday and Fridays. I guarantee you. It's not.
Listen, the type of work that Roman's putting in, he doesn't need to work both nights. All he needs to do is show up and do his business on Friday and, on the premium live events, and he's good. Chris, after the results of this weekend's big Royal Rumble, a lot of people upset. It should have been Bianca. It should have been somebody else. Why Brock? Why Ronda? Chris, you said it yourself. These guys are having trouble selling these tickets to WrestleMania in Dallas. They got to fill Dallas. Who you think is filling Dallas? Bianca Belair? Austin Theory? Matt Riddle? Are you fucking dumb? You need the powerhouse, the crossover power, superstardom, marquee of Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar in the main events. That's gotta happen. You gotta have it. So all this nonsense about they should have put somebody over, pick your favorite vanilla midget, you're wrong. Don't cry to me about, oh, Danhausen should have been under the fucking ring. Shut the fuck up. Go watch your Wednesday night bullshit and don't come barking up my fucking tree. I thought Royal Rumble was amazing. It was the best Royal Rumble in a long, long time.
Well, I disagree with that, but here's a picture of
go to Wednesday night, Chris.
AT&T Stadium. This is what they're trying to fill up, okay? They're not filling this up with Liv Morgan, okay? That's all I'm telling you. You could not put Liv Morgan on that marquee and think that this stadium is going to get filled for 2 nights. Because remember, it's not just Saturday. They got to come back and do it again. Imagine they only have 30,000 people in this damn 100,000 people stadium for 2 nights. You know how embarrassed they would be? You know how many pictures you people would be posting on the internet if that would happen? No, you have to put Brock Lesnar. Why? Because Steve can say, hey, I'm going to Dallas. Why are you going to Dallas? To some wrestling jabroni. I'm sorry, non-wrestling jabroni in the grocery store. Oh, because WrestleMania's in Dallas. Oh, that sounds good. Who's on the card? Liv Morgan. Who? Remember that old Brock joke with Bobby? It will be real this time. Who?
Liv who?
Ronda Rousey. Oh, snap. Ronda Rousey's going to be at WrestleMania. I might have to buy a ticket.
Who's she going to fight? Charlotte Flair. We're going to get to that in a second, too. So, Chris, listen, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, these two dudes, they squared up Royal Rumble. I thought it was a good match up until, the tomfoolery they did as a finish, but a lot of people were guessing that this was going to be the finish anyway. Everybody thought it was going to be the Usos. We got Roman Reigns that ran in and cost Brock the match. Were you surprised that Paul Heyman swerved and turned on Brock so soon? I honestly was surprised. I thought they were going to save this for WrestleMania. No. They decided not to. Your thoughts?
Was never supposed to be long-term. Roman even doesn't look right anymore coming out without Paul Heyman sometimes because he's holding his championship. I'm like, hold up. He don't look like he should be holding his championship. It looks like somebody else should be holding the head of the table's championship. But here's what I believe. Once again, I have no inside information. This is just what I believe. I believe this was actually supposed to be the ending of day one. I think Paul Heyman was supposed to turn on and Brock Lesnar at day one, hand him the title, and then Brock Lesnar enters himself in the Royal Rumble wins. I think that was the plan. Okay?
Right.
Yes, the little Riddle thing. I will tell you this, Mark. That Riddle thing was just a rumor. It was never solidified in gold. So please elaborate on that.
Elaborate on that. For the people that don't know, one thing, if you're new to Unpopular Review, subscribe, right? I see you dropping all these likes. Thank you. Please make sure that you are subscribing, following Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. Follow, subscribe. If you don't know, now you're about to know. Riddle is a close friend of our show, right? He's been on previous shows, long time when, they, didn't, care about people streaming and showing up on podcasts. He used to pop in here every once in a while and hang out. He still hangs out, but off camera. And, the idea we heard was that there was no decision yet leading up to it. And even up in the air, we were talking about this a couple shows ago, is the breaking up of Randy Orton and Riddle, right? Even he didn't know the answer to that either.
It's still already beginning.
Because there's too much money in the gimmick, just like Sasha Banks and Bayley a couple years ago, and everybody was like, when are they going to break up? When are they going to break up? They stretched that shit out for 6 months. They were supposed to fight at SummerSlam. They never fought at SummerSlam. They went past beyond it. Because they were making too much. Thank you so much for watching this.
If you're watching this, it's Unpopular Review. I'm the executive consultant. Over there is Big Daddy Cool. We are live right here talking about Monday Night Raw. We are in Wrestlemania season. If you don't feel like it, I'm sorry to see it, but the sign's up. It was on fire on Saturday, literally.
That's right.
And twice. Okay. You might not
know about video on our TikTok.
You might not know about the second time. It got on fire again when Brock Lesnar shot the gun at it. Let's catch up with some of these comments because y'all on fire tonight. Y'all on fire like a WrestleMania 38 side.
Let's go.
I need to see that videos on Instagram. Anthony, thank you. Big Daddy Cool. Did you get the picture I sent you? Big Daddy Cool. Bro, honestly, Melina Perez was sure it was an amazing treat for the 2022 Women's World Rumble match this past Saturday night. Looked like she had some tweets too.
She was.
JFK or LGA.
Hold on. Before we move on, since somebody brought up, since George brought up Melina. Oh no, Mike Riggs. Sorry. Since Mike brought up Melina was the first entrant on Sunday night, right? Second, right? Sasha was the first. Do you think that she looked like she was on spaghetti legs? She looked like she was lost in the lights.
She looked like she had some spaghetti too.
And you wrong. You foul.
What? No, I'm serious. She did. She looked like she had. Look, all right, go ahead.
Listen, listen, I can't make those comments anymore. Listen, she looked nervous. She looked, she looked like Bianca crying, getting it back into a WWE ring.
Is it Sasha? Is that who it is? Like people do
it
this
must be Sasha. Sasha must be like having some sort of tear gas near her, where everybody gets in the ring with her and then starts, with the wet eyes. So, do you think that she was supposed to like get eliminated in that spot, or do you think that she got shook and then slipped off the apron? Because I think she slipped.
Eliminated.
Nah, I don't think.
It looked too smooth for her. I mean, either that or she really, really have a lot of ring rust. I think she was supposed to get eliminated, and that's what happened.
I think she slipped off and she got eliminated because you saw like a couple seconds before that she's like tripping all over herself. Like I feel like she was like way too nervous. All right, where are we at with these comments?
We're missing out. Let's see. JFK or LGA, who you have to pick up, basically. Brock Lesnar called Bobby Lashley a chicken shit, and that pissed him off. Big Daddy Cool, did you watch the Women's Royal Rumble with your pants down? Why are you so interested in another man watching shit with his pants down?
I had to watch it with my pants on because I watched it with my kids.
Big Daddy Cool, did you get the picture I sent you?
No.
He if you don't answer the first time, he will definitely double text
you.
I
answered the first time.
My tribal chief, Chris Harris, did you see WWE's The Bumps announcer Mr. Matt Camp at last Saturday's Royal Rumble event? I did not. Since he's in the Super Bowl because Kansas City screwed Kansas City, that's subjective. The fickle fans can stop watching WWE, go watch AEW if you don't want to watch WWE. This is true. Predictions on who will be released after WrestleMania and why is Shanky Veer and Jinder will be future Endeavor. Jinder will not be.
Veer, yes.
What's his name? Veer, maybe. What's his name with Apollo Crews?
Dabakato.
Yeah, because I can't remember his name. He's gone.
What's his name? Colonel Aziz.
No, I did not.
Commander.
WWE opened the forbidden doors to UFC. Damien, I you know what? With all due respect, I can't stand that joke because Brock Lesnar has been in the WWE for the last 10 freaking years now, right? He's a WWE guy. He's not a UFC guy. Ronda Rousey has but she's been with the company off and on for 4 years. I can't say that, but I understand the joke. It's not funny. Elvis Martinez, that's discrimination. That segment was pure crap. Adam Pearce could have made that in the main event on Raw, straight trash. But at the same time, Adam Pearce is supposed to be afraid of Brock Lesnar, so I don't understand. Ronda Rousey's a big name. Bianca Belair had her WrestleMania moment. Damian Jones, how so? And speaking of Adam Pearce, is he a face or a heel? Can they make up their mind? Just like Bobby Lashley. Last night, it looked like he was a face. He was coming out, he was slapping all types of hands. Or 2 nights ago, he was slapping all kinds of hands. When he won the title, he was slapping all kinds of hands on the way back. But today, straight heel.
Tonight when he walked into the ring, he was slapping hands.
But he was a heel.
No, he wasn't. Chris,
Big Daddy Cool, when Liv Morgan got tossed out of the ring of the Royal Rumble matchup, I jumped up and clapped. I was just a little bit pissed off, but in reality, Liv Morgan should win the 2022 Women's Money in the Bank. No, she shouldn't. No, she shouldn't. She's not good. Bob Smashley. Ronda Rousey is going to drag this out when she said that she would let us know this Friday, but my money is on Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch.
Nope.
I have a few people who think different. We'll talk about it in a few. Paul Heyman planned it ever since day one. Oh my God. Please love, care, like, and share. Put this on your page. This is the best duo, Big Daddy Cool, executive consultant. Chris is the best host. He put the show high. You can love him, hate him. You hate Chris is the man. Hashtag everybody hates on Chris. Hashtag Chris is my champion. Hashtag Brock is money. Hey, Big Daddy Cool, how you doing? Best duo in the world. Hashtag A show, period. Thank you. Riddle and Dylan are tight. Somewhat true. Hey, Charmaine. Kind of like the Sonya Deville and Naomi storyline. Melina is hot as F. Commander Aziz. And who was the new ring announcer for the Royal Rumble? She's not a new ring announcer. Samantha Irvin, who should be my next ex-wife, but she's actually Ricochet's current girlfriend. She's been the ring announcer for 205 Live, actually, for the past half year. Now, our very own technician was upset because he thinks that she sucks. Not in a good way, but he thinks that she sucks and as being a ring announcer, and they should have moved up Alicia Taylor. But Alicia Taylor is also in a part of a band, and I don't think she wanted to be moved from NXT.
Wow.
I'm done with comments for a second. I'll read the rest of them after we get through the next segment.
Thank you. Let's talk about the next biggest thing, which was this Ronda Rousey segment that ended Monday Night Raw. We had Ronda Rousey come to the ring, and she says that everybody is expecting her to call out Becky, but maybe that's not the case. She feels Becky is beneath her, that she's in the undercard, and that whoever she needs, she is the main event, Ronda Rousey, and that whoever is with her gets elevated, and she doesn't want to give Becky that type of energy. So maybe, just maybe, she's going to pick Charlotte. I think she is going to pick Charlotte. That last two in were Charlotte and Ronda. It makes sense that she picks Charlotte. I know everybody thinks that, hey, Ronda and Becky have business together, but Bianca and Becky have more business together right now. Chris, what are your thoughts? Who is Ronda Rousey going to pick? She says she's going to announce on Friday. I think it's Charlotte. Who do you think?
100% is going to be Becky Lynch. It's not a doubt in my mind. You are not the only person that says it's Charlotte. That's a bunch of bullshit. She is not picking Charlotte Flair. The whole purpose, your money match, is Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. Even though I don't think it was going to be as good as a Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, to be honest with you. But that's your money match. That's the match we want to see. That's the one that writes the best story, because who did Becky Lynch pin to win that championship? Who was her feud initially with? And Charlotte was just shoehorned in there. It was Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. They never had their one-on-one match. Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey did have a one-on-one match, right? It was a good match. They can have another match down the road, but the money match for WrestleMania is going to be Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. I'm sorry. That's just it.
Wow.
No Charlotte Flair.
Right.
Charlotte's probably going to face Sasha Banks.
You think Charlotte's going to face Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's title?
It's either going to be that or it's going to be a triple threat match between Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley.
So what happens to Bianca?
Or Fatal 4 with Asuka. Bianca is going to win the Battle Royal.
What? The Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
No, the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Oh, you mean the Moolah Battle Royal?
Whatever you want to call it, that's what she's won. She's not going to have a one-on-one match at WrestleMania.
This is wild. So then the internet wrestling community is right. They should be pissed off. Bianca gets screwed.
Bianca gets screwed to sell tickets, yes.
This is wild. When's she going to get her shot?
I think they need some matches to sell SummerSlam.
So you think she's gonna get her her and Becky, or her and whoever the champion is, are gonna do business at SummerSlam?
I think it's gonna be well. First of all, believe it or not, I don't know how long Ronda's around. I don't think it's a long period of time. I think it's just till WrestleMania. So she's probably gonna lose, right? Becky can go on her Van Gogh tour until about SummerSlam, maybe Money in the Bank, because Money in the Bank and SummerSlam are in two big arenas, right? Allegiant Stadium, where the Raiders play, in Las Vegas is Money in the Bank, and then Nashville, where the Titans play, is actually where SummerSlam is going to be. Yours truly will be at both venues. They need to sell tickets. They don't have to sell 70 to 80,000. It'll be more like 30 to 40, but they need to sell tickets. So that's going to be Bianca Bella. And it'll be what poetic justice will be if it's a SummerSlam 1 year after that debacle last year. I'm telling you. Bianca Bella. And it will change 18 times until then, too. Trust me.
Oh, definitely, definitely. One thing that I think we forgot to mention during when we were talking about this Brock, Lashley, Roman business was this Roman versus Seth match at Royal Rumble. Chris, I think Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns made their case to be at WrestleMania. Going into Royal Rumble, I thought that they had a backstory. The backstory that they pretty much put together in the last minute for this Royal Rumble match could have been, have some seeds planted, build up to it, tell the backstory of them in the Shield and all that stuff. I feel like they rushed everything pretty well, though. But they put on a banger of a match, man. Like, this was a good match. And I felt like this could have been WrestleMania.
So we're going to disagree again, okay? Seth Rollins and Roman had a good storyline. They had a very good match at Royal Rumble. It's not WrestleMania worthy because it's not selling tickets. Roman and Brock are the ones that's going to sell tickets. Seth Rollins was suggested to me as being put in the match at WrestleMania, in the triple threat match with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, to try to have somewhat of a rematch from WrestleMania 31 where Seth stole the title, because then it makes sense storyline-wise for them to try to get their comeuppance on Seth Rollins, who's always defeated Roman Reigns and defeated Brock Lesnar quite a few times one-on-one. And I say, you know what? That makes sense. Except for the fact, doesn't matter what you want. It doesn't matter what sells tickets. We just said that. Except for the fact that last year main event was a triple threat match. And I don't think they want to do two triple threat matches in a row. That's one. Two, I hate to say it, after tonight, I'm pretty sure the WrestleMania match is going to be Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens.
Anthony would have bought a ticket to WrestleMania if it was Roman versus Seth, but now he's not going to buy a ticket.
Oh, well, sorry for Anthony. I will still buy a ticket. I'm still going to be there. The only way I don't buy tickets to WrestleMania is if the match on the card is headlined by Jack Swagger.
You don't have a ticket right now.
No, I don't.
You just have a plane ticket
and a hotel.
But you don't have
desire to go. I didn't have a plane ticket for Royal Rumble until I got to the damn stadium. I didn't have a ticket for day one until I got to the damn stadium. I will be at WrestleMania night 1 and night 2 to see Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, because that's the match that's happening.
All right. Well, this wasn't the end of this segment. Ronda ends up flipping Becky and then walks out of the ring, and then Lita shows up and challenges Becky Lynch in what was a rush spot because they were running up against the 11 o'clock hour on USA. And so Lita was pretty much, hey, you want to have a fight at Elimination Chamber? And then Becky was like, nah. And she's like, come on, please. And she said, okay. Chris, you got any, we talk about buying tickets here. Would you buy a ticket to Jeddah to go see Lita versus Becky Lynch?
I would have bought a ticket to Orlando to see Lita versus Becky Lynch. Like, I don't understand. I know people love nostalgia. Lita is not it. She's not that good anymore. She had a severe injury. Yes, she's able to take some bumps now, but she is nowhere near her prime. She doesn't look it. She don't act like it. You have to every single time she's in a ring, I cringe because I just look at her setting up everything. Shout out to Mike Knox, right? He says he doesn't like certain women wrestlers because he sees a lot of women wrestlers take their counts when they're making steps in the ring, so they know where they are, right? I see Lita setting up moves, or people, other wrestlers setting up moves for Lita because they know she's about to do moonsault. So when she's climbing that damn turnbuckle, and 5 minutes later she says, "Okay, I'm ready," and they, they're doing this, like, "Hey, what's going on?" It's really annoying to me. I'm sorry, I don't want to see. But shout out.
That's how I ended up with 4 kids.
But shout out to Saudi Arabia. They said, "Hey, we're running out of legends here," right? That's what they said. Oh, no. We're running out of legends. Okay, let's try the women next. That's what they said. We're going to open up the doors. We're going to open up our own forbidden doors. What they said. Let's go ahead and try the women. You got Lita. What's she doing? What's she doing? Get her off the coffin. Put some makeup on her, and let's get this going. And that's why you have it. It's a filler. Lita ain't with it.
You are so wrong. But Lita going to sell them tickets in Jeddah.
Yeah, she's going to sell tickets in Jeddah. And she'll sell tickets in the United States because you fans who want to see it and then complain Bianca Belair don't have a spot. I don't understand it.
Oh, no, you're so wrong. What does one thing have to do with the other? You're so wrong.
When Lita came out, I was like, oh, they're going to go Lita versus Charlotte. And they still might do it. And I was thinking about, hey, like, what about this person? What about this person? What about this person? What about this person? It would not surprise me if it was Lita and Charlotte at. Anyways, Lita is amazing. Yeah, I thought she was amazing in 2000 also. Let me see. Let's get, because these comments get away from us again. Sasha should win the Money in the Bank. I just favorite Sasha all the time. She looks like JoJo. Don't ever insult Samantha Urban like that. Samantha Urban looks like my future ex-wife.
Wow, Jesus Christ, so cringy.
Could we talk about Ivory returning at the age of 60? She was carrying of WWE back in the day. Ivory looked amazing for the age of 60. I did not know. I would have gave her late 40s, early 50s. She looked amazing. Shout out to Ivory, who, in my opinion, was one of the best talkers back in the Attitude Era.
Right.
And the best female talker before Vicky Guerrero, maybe, that they've had. She's a better ring announcer than David as a ref. LOL, 2 out of 3 falls. Apparently, she's a better announcer than you're a politician, too. Bayley should win the Money in the Bank briefcase. That was hilarious. Her character in 2001, right? The Censor won the war versus Attitude Era. You never know. It's going to be Becky Lynch, and that's going to be the main event of WrestleMania, possibly in night 1. I agree. That'll be good too. And Sasha's already champion. Bayley wins it and challenges Sasha. That'll be really cool. Charlotte's going to get in there. She has to interject her in there. And I got a Charlotte rant. I said it earlier on Mike Knox's show. I'm going to say it today.
You better stop. I'm going to throw you out.
She's already made sure that she will be fine and get another turnaround as son. Okay, Bianca. Is there going to be a women's chamber match? Saudi Arabia says no. We only have like a threshold of 3 women at a time. Make sure they're clothed. I think that Ronda Rousey might take the title off of Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. No, because I don't think she has a long-term contract to do that. I definitely rather have Seth versus Roman than Brock versus Roman. We saw your comment. I already disputed it. Thank you. Rhea should win Money in the Bank. Hey, Money in the Bank is in July, but thank you so much for talking about that shit in January. I appreciate that. Katie Sawyer says, you're right. Bianca Belair had a WrestleMania moment, and she can get another opportunity down the line. That's true. AJ went in the chamber. No, he's not. Nobody wants to. Oh my God! I had this problem with Royal Rumble. Everybody boo. AJ got eliminated. Everybody was like, AJ should win. AJ should win. Nobody wants to see AJ. AJ Styles is not selling 70,000 tickets. He's not. I'm sorry. Not at 44 years old.
AJ sold out the Tokyo Dome.
He deserves to get a high-profile match. But he does not need to main event WrestleMania. I don't want to see AJ Styles versus Bobby Lashley. I don't want to see AJ Styles versus the Tribal Chief. Not a WrestleMania. Give me Extreme Rules, something like that, but not a WrestleMania. I'd rather have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns instead of Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, George Samuel Lewis, the Overseer. AJ going to be... Didn't I already read this? What the hell? Facts. Shay Sawyer says, you think that AJ Styles is winning, of course, George. But Flair, Ronda, book it. Oh, this guy, he incorrect again. He's the one I'm betting money on. Well, you're going to lose money. You also bet on Liv Morgan, so we see where that got you. I give my paycheck to watch Becky versus Lita. Y'all tripping. See? Hey, Shay wants to go see her great auntie face Becky Lynch, so that's good. Lita slander, disgusted. I agree with Chris. Honestly, Lita looked tired and slow during the Rumble. You know why? Because she's tired and slow. Anyways, back to the Hall of Fame. Lita being amazing. Becky versus Ronda is going to happen. Lita passed her prime. That was also a time before a woman really wrestled. Thumbs down. Next year, BTB versus Big Top Bex versus Ronda. Help me. Anyways, Lita is amazing. Is she going to keep saying that? She's still amazing. They'll all be covered up overseas. Beth versus Becky at WrestleMania. Lita's moonsault. Damn, chat. Y'all haven't been like this in years.
I know. They
Lita's
lit up.
moonsault wasn't all that great. LOL. She used to either miss, barely hit it, or land on someone's legs. Exactly. Always missed her moonsault. Somebody else used to always miss shit. It used to bug the hell out of me.
Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte's moonsault. Oh my God. Charlotte does a moonsault, but because she land on her feet and land on the other person's arm, nearly breaking it, and she's like, oh! Speaking of Charlotte landing on her feet, what a great way to get eliminated for the Royal Rumble, right? Did you see more Beth Phoenix makeup? It looks like Luna Vachon. Yeah, that was the goal. Lita really is that girl way she be having people in the uproar. AJ went in the chamber. I don't care. I have two words for you. Liv Morgan. WWE needs to make the match between Nikki ASH and Molly Holly. I would love to watch that.
Oh my God. For real. That spot was just worth the entire.
I thought it was good.
The entire Nikki ASH run was worth that spot alone.
I agree.
I popped. My kids, who they don't regularly watch wrestling, they popped. They loved it.
I thought it was
great. Loved Ivory.
I didn't see it coming, and I should have.
They loved the Ivory spot, and they loved that spot. They loved it.
They called Molly up, and they said, well, she's actually a producer backstage, but they called her up, and they said, hey, you want a paycheck? She said, yeah, what I got to do? They said, just put on your gimmick and come out and get your ass whooped. She said, I'm sold. I'm there. Show me the money. And then Shane McMahon came out. You say nobody want to see it, but it's going to happen regardless. Potential return to promo battle coming later this year. You don't want to see nobody. You just hate everyone. I'm going to take your ass off of that Tuesday episode, Ron, because that's the same bullshit he be saying. That title don't matter. It's a night one title, though, so AJ can happen. Omos, the main event, Mania night one. Chris wants to watch Samantha Irvin sing the ring. That's the only thing he likes. I would like that, actually. AJ versus Edge at WrestleMania. That was my pick, Elvis. Sometimes you do have some gems, right, of thoughts and ideas. And, of course, if you just stay in the bathroom and jerk off all day, of course you're going to have ideas. So
oh, my God. What?
Shay, you're wrong. Ageism 2001 child. I'll never bet or live with
Why
you
did
talking
you tell
about
everybody to drop comments? I'm never going to get out of here.
Brock is going to win. It's going to be title for title. That's how she does it. The greatest women's wrestler of all times. I'm not yelling at. Could be worse. We can still have Nia Jax. I like Nia Jax. Ding dong, you're wrong, Shay. AJ suck. Team Mighty Molly. Charlotte Flair. Mighty Molly versus Nikki ASH. I would like to see it. What the hell's going on with Asuka? She wants in a Rumble, and she didn't show up tonight. You know why? She's injured. Okay? She's injured. It'd be nice if Matt won it. You're a little biased, don't you think, JR the chicken cooker? Because he says he's the greatest chicken cooker of all time. You want to see Matt win everything. Give Matt the Intercontinental title. Give Matt the United States title. Give Matt the WWE title. Give the Universal title. Give him the Raw Women's title. Give him the 24/7 championship. Give him the AEW. No, nobody wants that. I missed it. Got out of work at 8:30 on a Saturday. My name is Shay, and I'm always right. Samantha or Jay Cargill?
Oh.
Jay Cargill. Samantha Irvin's close, but Jay Cargill. Still right. I went to my kitchen, and Milk told me I was right. Did the smoke alarm tell you were right?
No, you're sorry.
SUV high, LOL. You talking about Raw matches. That was the last one. Steve, what's next?
Chris is on fire. Let's give it up for Chris right now. Woo! My God.
It's been a couple years since it was that many, okay?
Oh, my God. Well,
let me reset, but you go ahead and get ready for it. Ladies and gentlemen, watching Unpopular Review, Raw Edition. If you have not liked this episode already, please make sure you like it.
What are you waiting for?
Share it. I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on Twitter. Subscribe to
TikTok.
Pornhub account where you can see him making some children. All this and more right here at Unpopular Review. I'm the executive consultant. That's Big Daddy Cool. What else we got to talk about Monday Night Raw?
All right. Well, let's talk about Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. Again, so right now we know Brock Lesnar's in it. We know Bobby Lashley's in it. But who else is in it? So we had a couple of matches. Kevin Owens had the Kevin Owens show. He invited Seth Rollins onto the show. Seth Rollins drops the news that because he did so well and because of the ending at Royal Rumble between his match against Roman Reigns, where Roman Reigns apparently just went all Damian Priest on Seth Rollins, that Seth Rollins automatically gets a shot to go into the Elimination Chamber for the title, right? So Seth Rollins is in. So Kevin Owens is like, hey, buddy, come on. Why don't you go tell Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce in the back that, you are going to back out if you don't, they add me too. And he's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So Kevin Owens has to fight Austin Theory. And surprisingly enough, this match was good. But more surprisingly, Austin Theory wins clean against Kevin Owens. And now Austin Theory is in the Elimination Chamber match. Chris, were you surprised to see Austin Theory? Everybody, again, crying. They should put over young talent, make new stars. Here you go. Austin Theory is in the Elimination Chamber. He's going to get his shot. Does Austin Theory count, or is he not vanilla enough?
I knew Austin Theory was going to win because they are really, really, really high on Austin Theory. Okay, so he's in there. He ain't going to do well. Well, he's like going to do well. He ain't going to go far, but he's in there because they really like him. The problem with Austin Theory is he does not really get a crowd reaction. He got one here because he had a very good match with Kevin Owens, quite honestly. Very good match with Kevin Owens. But is that because of Austin or that's because of Kevin? Kevin can take the L because he's going to then go to Seth Rollins and repeat his previous statement. Get me in the Elimination Chamber. Seth's going to be like, and then Kevin Owens is going to have another friendship festival, and Seth Rollins is going to turn face, right? And that's your match at WrestleMania. That's why I said that's where it's going.
But you also said a couple weeks ago that they were going to tag team and be a tag team for a while.
Everything changed. They changed everything because of Brock Lesnar.
Because of COVID.
That's the way you get out of everything is to say it's because of COVID. Except for plane tickets now, apparently, because I couldn't get out my ticket to New York that I was supposed to take instead of going to Royal Rumble. But that's fine. That's personal. But it was some bullshit.
I honestly think that you mentioned this where this ending with Brock was supposed to be the ending to day one. Day one, if you remember, Roman had to be out because of COVID. So that changed everything. But it only took him a month to get, I guess, right the ship. And I thought Royal Rumble was amazing. So they did that. So, all right, to recap, we got Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Austin Theory. Who else is in this? We had AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio. Listen, if you love wrestling and you love legends, AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio put on a clinic tonight. I recommend that you watch this match. It was real fun. If you like wrestling, you're going to, again, besides loving Unpopular Review, you're going to love this match. This match had everything. AJ Styles spots, Rey's spots. But in the end, AJ wins with the Styles Clash. So AJ Styles is in the Elimination Chamber too. Chris, any thoughts on this match and AJ Styles winning?
It was a great match. Hashtag phenomenal. I think it was the best match Rey had in months, one-on-one. And possibly, AJ Styles too. I mean, they haven't really been able to go at it like that, like they want to. AJ had a good match also last week. Let me not say that. But it was just a great match. AJ going over, of course, was the right decision. I think you can definitely tell that Rey is winding down on the end of his career. But I'm just glad they just told those two to just go out there and have a good match.
And they were given the time, too. Like, it was good. They did real good. So now we got AJ Styles in Elimination Chamber. And that left one person left. And oddly enough, that takes us to Alpha Academy versus RK Bro. This was week 2 of their academic Olympics nonsense. And they were supposed to have a scooter race. It was supposed to be 50 laps around the arena. This happened throughout the good first hour and second hour of Raw. And the ending happens where they're supposed to have the finish line in front of Jimmy Smith, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton. And they're about to turn the corner from the aisle. And Gable gets hurt. He trips, he falls, he slips on a banana peel, whatever it was. And so it's clear as day that Riddle was going to win the race. But then Otis, for the first time ever, out of nowhere, just pretty much bear hugs and like slams right into, like, he pretty much body checks Riddle off this scooter. And Riddle, I guess, is hit so hard that he just is like, help me, I've fallen and I can't get up. And he was just struggling there for like 6 minutes while Chad Gable composed himself, put on some sunglasses, and then scooted around him 2 times and then crossed the finish line.
Gable wins. Shout out to the fact that Matt moved his hat. So I'm like, okay, you can move your hat. You could, but it was a little ridiculous, but still.
Oh, it was all ridiculous, but whatever. You buy into it. Okay. Listen, I suspended belief.
I like Chad Gable. I think he's been doing a great job. Great job. Him and Otis.
What are your thoughts? Let me not get into Otis. What did you think about Gable trying to make shoosh
It will get over.
a thing?
It will get over.
You think it's going to get over?
It will get over.
We're going to chant shoosh?
When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
Shoosh.
Really? And I think that I thank you.
Yeah, that's going to get over too.
I'll tell you, Chad they're really letting Chad shine. I'm glad to see it because
Chad had a lot of essence of Kurt Angle, right? With the small hat tonight. Like he was pulling back a lot of Angle. I
love to see it.
Quickly, when I looked at him, I was like, oh shit, is that Angle? But no, it's Chad Gable. So this leads to a match between Riddle and Otis. Randy Orton is nowhere to be found. Who knows where he is? But Pierce comes out and says that this match is going to end up being another Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Which surprised me too, because...
But I did predict Riddle was going to be in that match without Randy Orton.
And here we go. Riddle wins the match with a corkscrew moonsault on Otis. That's it. Those are your competitors. Lashley, Lesnar, Riddle, AJ, Austin Theory, and Seth Rollins. Do you have an early
prediction?
What's that?
You have an early prediction?
Oh, thank you for throwing that up there. An early prediction. I want to believe, if the rumors are true, they're going to give it to Brock, right? Because they want to go match up title for title. I really hope that that's not the case. And I guess I want Bobby Lashley to win or even Seth Rollins to win. The problem that I have with Riddle, and I know everybody loves Riddle. Everybody wants Riddle. But here's the problem. If you're trying to get to Riddle versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, I don't think it's the wisest move to have Riddle as your face champion and a heel Randy Orton chasing him to head to WrestleMania. I don't like that idea. I also don't like the reverse. If it's a heel Riddle with a face Randy Orton chasing him to WrestleMania, I think that's atrocious. So I don't know where they've booked themselves, but I think they've booked themselves into a corner here. Because honestly, it should be Orton in Riddle's spot, and there's still time. Maybe they switch it up. I don't know. But it should be Orton's spot, and then Orton wins and Riddle chases. That's my idea.
I'm going to go to this one by one. I'm going to go right to left. And this might sound like a contradiction for what I said earlier. The person on the way right is AJ Styles, right?
That's right.
Not somebody I consider to be in the world title contention for the past 2 years. However, outside the fact that we have not seen Edge, right? And AJ Styles is now a face. When he was still a heel, I thought it was going to be AJ Styles and Edge. But now AJ's a face. Because of that and how popular he is, I can still see them going AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, WWE Heavyweight Championship of the World. So if it comes down to those two, expect to see AJ Styles lose, but in that second main event for the men. Austin Theory, no chance in hell. Not his time. Bobby Lashley is the sentimental favorite. That's the sentimental person I would like to see win. Still a strong possibility because if it's not going to be Brock, he's the biggest person you could put on that marquee size-wise for somebody driving by to say, I want to see this person in the match. But I think it will probably end up being him and AJ. Or him versus Edge because Bobby is also a heel right now. But you say he might be a face. I don't know. Still, the jury's still out on that. But I think it's either going to be Edge or AJ Styles right now if Bobby retains. Now, Brock Lesnar, Enough said. We already know it. They try to do title for title. Either way, he has a title shot at WrestleMania. I don't think it necessarily needs to be title versus title. Rather not see it anyway, but always a possibility. You can never bet against Brock Lesnar. If you believe the damn dirt sheet, Seth Rollins was supposed to be already in a high marquee profile match at WrestleMania for the title. Just like I said about Brock Lesnar, I don't think you can count out Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, they love. Seth Rollins, they act like it's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Is he? I'm not sure. I think he's damn near close if he's not. I think he is turning face. And I think if he does win, he's still, either way, he's still fighting Kevin Owens. It's just now it could be for the title. And that's a strong possibility.
Finish your thought, because now I figured it out. I figured out what
and I just never can count on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is the only person I can see losing matches and then the next match have a title shot and win. The person I think is going to win this week is the man all the way on the left, which was Matt Riddle. I do believe Matt Riddle is going to walk out your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I really do believe that. I've said for months, I said since last summer, those two are going to wrestle at WrestleMania, and it's going to be for that WWE World Championship match. And if Riddle wins that title, so many more people will tune in on Monday simply because of the surprise. Not saying they're going to be happy, not saying they're not going to complain, because they're going to do it regardless. But it will get people talking out of anger. And I think Riddle's going to win.
But then you're saying that Riddle's going to be a face and Randy Orton what's that?
I didn't say that.
So you think he's going to turn heel?
I think Riddle is going to be the one to turn heel. I think Randy Orton's at the point right now he can't ever really turn heel. He tries, but he can't ever really turn heel.
Nah, because he's always about himself. Versus Riddle. Nah, the only way
that's why it's going to be a swerve. That's why it's going to be a swerve. Plus, WWE likes changing music.
Nah,
Riddle turns heel, they're going to change the music.
I thought that they were, unless you're trying to subliminally tell us something that you already know, that they're going to change this man's music. So I think it would make sense if, again, Orton was in the spot, and then the next night on Raw, you have a celebration led by Riddle, and then Orton turns on Riddle and just fucking wallops him.
That's expected. What does Vince always tell Austin Theory?
I hear you. You're right. But here's where I think they're going. Because while you were talking, I said, fuck, this would make sense. The end game is to put Roman Reigns over, right? Every WrestleMania Hulk Hogan was in, it was about putting Hogan over until it was time for the next guy, and that was Ultimate Warrior. You got to keep these guys looking strong for WrestleMania. Same thing with Austin, same thing with The Rock. This year, it's Roman. Last year, they put this man against two legends, Daniel Bryan and Edge, and Roman squashed them. He stacked them and he pinned them. How do you get him big? How do you make him look bigger and badder than last year? You make this man main event not once, but twice. And so you have him face Brock Lesnar the first night. And then if he wins,
he
then has to fight Seth Rollins, the WWE champion, night 2. And that's the main event right there. You get Roman Reigns not once, but 2 times. Book it, Dano. You heard it. Big Daddy Cool said it right here first. First time. Yeah. If you see this shit on Twitter tomorrow, it's because they stole this shit from me, all right?
Seth Rollins has a date with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. I promise
you. You fucking wrong. He's got a date with Roman Reigns because they just booked themselves into a championship match.
Okay.
Bing, bang, boom. You're not going to get a triple threat match. You're going to get Roman defending twice.
Let's get some of these comments going. Damian Jones says Theory wins Money in the Bank. Shay Sawyer says the smoke alarm told me I was right as well. Anthony says Chris is usually right. AJ is not winning. George Samuel Lewis says I would like to see Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship because Charlotte Flair ripped up Lily. And that makes a lot of sense. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think if it's going to happen, the best way to do it is to have Alexa Bliss win the Royal Rumble because Alexa Bliss is technically part of the Raw roster. But if you ask Big E, that doesn't mean anything. It's WrestleMania season. I'm a better politician than you, EC. I want you to look at this. This is called a pin. Elvis Martinez. This pin is a better politician than you. Victor Nash says they should have a triple threat match between Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey and Mania. Winner takes all. Victor Nash is obviously trolling. I can see Theory winning it. I will see you guys in April. See you then, Uncle. Damian Jones says UPR Pornhub. Is that a thing? Negative. Shay Sawyer says I'm trying to figure out what's next for Edge. It was supposed to be Edge versus AJ Styles. Now, like I said, since they're both faces, I'm not sure that's going to work. Edge wasn't on tonight. Not sure. So Elimination Chamber is a Raw pay-per-view. No, it's not. Shay Sawyer says Austin's fine. Anthony says I was hoping KO would want to be in the chamber. I love KO. This is all part of the storyline to get him that Seth Rollins match. I don't know why he doesn't see it. It's very obvious. Austin Theory's not winning the Elimination Chamber. You got that shit right. Why they don't put the Miz in the championship? Because it's not his time. He had his feud with Edge. He should have won at least one of the matches. He has feud with Edge.
I didn't understand day one.
I don't understand that. They said, hey, I know, hey, thanks for so much for making that storyline work. Here's Dominic Mysterio so he can pick up.
They fed him Dominic Mysterio today.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh my God.
I was happy he picked up a victory because I don't see it that much anymore. But at the same time, I was like, and they try to do it by making him a smart wrestler, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, Chris, this is what y'all do to him?
Chris, I thought this was I wrote it down initially because I was fast forwarding at this point because it was early on in like the first of the second hour, and I was like, oh shit, they pay him back to Miz. This is an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Look, they gotta pay him back. And then he won, and I'm like, yo, where's the graphic? Where's Miz? He not here? Oh snap! This was a regular match.
That was it. They brought in Maurice for this thing, who did a good job at Royal Rumble, mind you. Did a really good job at Royal Rumble.
Beautiful.
But they had her come out, and now she's back at home with the kids, and the Miz is by himself. I'm like, wow, man, that's really bad for the Miz, who's definitely a legend.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Oh, he'll be all right. But going to WrestleMania, he's not going to have anything. Don't forget about the scooter race. Kevin and Seth are not facing for a title at Mania, though. I said it's a possibility. I don't think it's the case, but I'm telling you, the different scenarios depending on who wins. Austin Theory, a.k.a. John, it's either going to be, for complete purpose, I would say, it's either going to be Riddle, Brock, or Bobby. That's it. Austin Theory, a.k.a. John Cena 2.0, is going to be demolished in the chamber. He's going to have a good showing. He's probably going to eliminate Matt Riddle if he don't win. Zayn needs some respect. Where was Robert Roode? Robert Roode is at the twilight of his career. He's going to transition to a backstage role. Bad Bunny did a good job in the Royal Rumble. I always will appreciate Bad Bunny for a simple fact. At least he's a celebrity that takes bumps. I like that. Shout out to Johnny Knoxville, who went out there and took some bumps the other night. I appreciated that. Styles. Chris is usually right. I see KO versus Steph soon. It's going to happen. Bella Twins supposed to go after the tag team title.
Oh, I wish. They had the
Chris, I think it's a possibility. But what are we going to do about all the other wrestlers who didn't get? Hey,
Chris, you were there live. True or false? Bella Twins, biggest pop?
No, false. They had a good pop though.
What about that Brie? Yes.
Brie, yes. But it wasn't for Brie. It wasn't for the yes chant because we haven't seen a true WWE yes chant in a while.
What are you talking about? It was for Brie.
Not that
Brie mode. Did you have Brie mode activated when you were?
I was
there?
yes chanting. I love the yes chant. Riddle versus Otis to get added to the elimination.
That wasn't the question. I asked you if you had Brie mode.
No, wrestling. I thought wrestling didn't happen on WWE TV. This is like the Bane question. That had me cracking up. I agree with Big Daddy Cool about AJ versus Rey. It's a great match. This is true. Also, Angelo Dawkins versus Dawson. We'll get through this because we're mentioning matches as the fans make comments about it. The matches we'll even need to talk about.
You're just knocking them off my list.
Exactly, Angelo. I don't want to talk about Angelo versus Dawson. Now let me tell you something. It was not a bad match. It was not a snooze match. The snooze match actually was Bianca versus Carmella, which is sad because those are two of my favorites, but that was a snooze match. This was a snooze match. It just wasn't worthy to talk about. They were like, hey, who can we put Angelo Dawkins in there to make him look real good in his home city? Oh, Dolph Ziggler. He'll do it. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
That's how it was. And they didn't have a bad match. And I think Angelo Dawkins is better than people give him credit for because he's outshined so much by Montez Ford.
Right.
But it wasn't a bad match, but nothing to talk about. So we're skipping that.
Let's talk about Johnny Knoxville ate a not a moonsault, frog splash from Montez at the Royal Rumble. Listen, that puts Montez on like every highlight reel that this guy Johnny Knoxville ends up on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good for Montez. You watch, this man's gonna be The Rock soon enough.
Cincinnati was actually one of the better Raw crowds, in my opinion. I barely heard Thunderdome noise.
Agreed.
They probably were.
They were hot tonight.
They were still hot from last night, to be honest with you, in their victory against the Kansas City Chiefs. They were like, oh, after all that,
yes.
oh, and we get to watch wrestling. And Raw actually put on a pretty good show for them, to be honest with you.
Right.
You fans cry and y'all whine, y'all want to see something new. If you pay attention to Raw, they gave you matches you don't really see. They gave you a lot of fresh matches. One match we mentioned, and we skipped over, but still, this is a fresh match, right? AJ Styles versus Rey is a fresh match. They don't wrestle that much on WWE TV.
Nope.
Give me another one, because they gave you Kevin Owens versus Austin Theory. That's a fresh-ass match.
Miz versus
Dominic Mysterio. It's a fresh match. Fresh match. I can't say Carmella and Bianca because they wrestled each other for like 4 months.
Nobody wants to see that fucking match.
Nobody does, but I'm just saying it's a fresh match. Not that excited for this chamber. Okay, fair enough. Okay, you want to cry? I don't know. Can you? I don't like Riddle. That's fine. I think that they might give the WWE Championship to Brock Lesnar. That's a possibility. Riddle's character just doesn't make sense as a heel. He's going to do a complete change. I hope he do. I thought you said you'll see us in April. I thought you were going to bed. Okay. All right, Unc. Stay around. Make sure you hit that like button. Chris, what the hell are you on, Molly's or crack? Neither. Oh, Chris Harris, you think that Riddle will win the WWE Championship? Wow, I think that I can see that. So many fans behind Randy. It'll be a cool match between them two for the belt. What happens if Riddle turn on Randy? I just told you. Speaking of swerve, what if Orton takes out Riddle and takes his place in the chamber? I just don't see it because Orton is too hot as a face to become a heel. Roman loses. If Randy Orton and Matt Riddle have a championship match at WrestleMania and Riddle's supposed to be the babyface and Orton's supposed to be the heel, I guarantee more people will be cheering for Randy Orton. I guarantee it. They can't help themselves. Charmaine says you're wrong. About what? The shirt you put on. I don't know. That's also a cool idea. Big Daddy Cool. Roman fighting twice. Miz doesn't need a title. He can get over with the title. That's true. I meant Theory can win the Money in the Bank, not the Chamber match. So Elimination Chamber isn't a Raw pay-per-view. They must be going to have a SmackDown. Not necessarily. How far were you from the WrestleMania side when it was on fire?
He was right behind it.
I was literally right behind it. The Bella Twins versus Queen Zelina and Carmella for the Women's Tag Team Champion WrestleMania. I think that should happen. I think so too. But I mean, how many women are they displacing? What is Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair going to do? One wonders. Best part of Royal Rumble was no Finn. Best part of me reading comments before I click them is I sometimes don't get to read your comment. Where is Queen Zelina? My tribal chief. I thought you would
check under my table.
Mr. Chris Harris, even though Liv Morgan lost on Saturday, she's still one of my heroes. Well, you just set the bar really low. All right, so what else?
Guys, you're watching Unpopular Review. Thanks for tuning in. If you've made it this far and you're still up, it's past midnight here on the East Coast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with us. We love talking about wrestling, and we love when you guys join in the comments as well. So thank you to everybody that's been dropping comments. And also, you guys that are lurking, we love you too. You don't have to drop any comments. Just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and, show some love to Unpopular Review. I want to shout out the people that have been hitting the like button, and this is only people that I can see on Facebook right now, and that's Mike Riggs, Suri, Jalen, Victor, Damian, Elvis, Chris, Joseph, Anthony, Ron, and Charmaine. Oh, obviously Charmaine. Thank you for dropping them likes, watching us on Facebook. All the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure you drop them likes and help UPR, get trending, get on that algorithm, have Facebook Live and YouTube pushing us all over the place. Chris, the only thing that we haven't spoken about yet is the finish to this god-awful breakup that is Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash. This was the second match of the night, or actually the first match of the night, second segment of the night. I'm not going to get into the specifics of the match because it is what it is. Is this the end? Rhea Ripley wins with a riptide clean. This shit is over, right, Chris?
Hell no. They have nothing for either two of these women to do, and they still are big high on Rhea Ripley. So unless they're going to give her that match, I always thought they were going to give her WrestleMania anyway, which is Bianca Belair. They're going to have a couple more matches. And I'm not 100% sure they're not going to have a women's Elimination Chamber match. I don't think they are, but it's still a possibility.
Right. I actually like the idea of Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
You know what? Earlier, I would have apologized to Melina. I made a comment that made it seem like she might have gained some weight. And I was happy to see Melina. I'm glad to see Melina. I think she's a tremendous talent, and she needed that moment. I'm surprised she was as nervous as she was and as emotional she was, but she did a good job to do. All she had to do was go out there and do what she did, right? But I talked about she gained weight, and I completely forgot about somebody else, and that's this person right here. That exclusive interview with Sarah Logan was given an interview, and Liv Morgan ran up to her and hugged her, and to me, that was pretty awesome. Those two haven't seen each other. I apologize, Melina.
Chris, you're wrong.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I apologize for my negative comment.
You're so wrong. And by making another one.
What? I didn't say anything. I said nothing. I said I apologize.
I apologize for making this comment for X. What? But that's not going to stop me from making this comment for Y.
What are you talking about? All I said was I read George's comment here. The exclusive interview with Sarah Logan, who came out to Royal Rumble looking like the third Viking Raider, was given an interview, and Liv Morgan ran up to her and hugged her. And to me, that was a pretty awesome. Those two haven't seen each other. Apparently, Liv Morgan.
Stop it right there. Just stop right there, Chris. Just stop it. What? Don't dig the hole any deeper. That's it. It's enough. Thank you. I can't believe I got to tell you this.
Might not have a full tank of gas to go around. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, unpopular review. That's Raw. Do we have any news to talk about, or are you just ready to go? You ready to go? We can go.
I think we talked about it all. I wanted to talk about Riddle, people being all smarmy about the Rumble. A lot of people were saying that it was really bad, and I don't understand why. Like, I felt like it was a good show. Chris, why did you think it was meh?
Raw?
No, Royal Rumble.
I thought Royal Rumble was good. I gave it a B. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Oh.
The men's Royal Rumble was a weak spot for me. I did not get to see Becky Lynch versus Doudrop that much because the sign was in front of me because they dropped it so they can set up to get the fire down. Before I could tell, it was a bad match. I thought it was a great show. I enjoyed it. And they really, I can't say sell out because they block off during a non-WrestleMania stadium show. They block off a good quarter of the stadium. But outside of that, they pretty much sold almost everything. It was very few empty seats I saw.
It looked like a very packed stadium.
Exactly. It was a legit 44,000. It was a legit, because when I went up there to buy tickets, they were like, we only have 4 seats left. They were like, they really didn't have that many seats left. So it was amazing.
Where is that stadium? Like, who plays there?
It used to be the Rams.
Oh, so it was a football stadium.
It was a football stadium. I didn't think it was, but I got corrected. It used to be a football stadium. St. Louis is a horrible city. I'm sorry. It was a horrible city. It's cold as hell. I was almost wishing I was in New York in the snow from last year because that's how cold. It was 13 degrees when I was there on Friday night. 13 degrees. I was like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Yeah, well, it was 13 degrees this weekend too.
Oh, was it? Oh.
It was like almost zero.
So either way, I was going to be freezing, right? Yep. But anyway, I'm going to give St. Louis another chance by going to a non-wrestling event, but it was and warmer, but horrible city.
Oh my God, I can't believe you. We lost all the St. Louis viewers now. Thanks.
Okay. I'm sorry, guy.
All right, Chris, that's it. What do we got to plug for this week?
We want to take a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to, do the thing. And this is just because I'm lazy, and you can just get to the thing.
People of Gotham City, I'm a man of few words, but those words will count.
6 new deaths, with no clues as to the Joker's deadly weapon.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
You must be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking? Thelma.
I'll get it!
What? Louise.
Yeah, I still have to ask Daryl if I can go. You mean you haven't asked him yet?
Thelma and Louise are going to catch hell.
I'll have a wild turkey straight up and a Coke back, please.
Thelma?
Oh, what? Tell me something. Is this my vacation or isn't it?
Thelma and Louise.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on Popular Reviews. If you have not done so already, hit the like, love, and share button because that's what we want you to do. And I asked you to do it, so do it. In the meantime, let's talk about some of the shows that we have every single week. As you know, we have a lot of shows, a lot of content here on Popular Review across 3 brands. And we start off the week with Around the Blocks for the intelligent wrestling fan each and every single Monday with Dice as well as Mike Knox every Monday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And immediately after Monday Night Raw, join Big Daddy Cool and myself right here immediately after Raw for a Raw review and results show. You never know who might pop up, who might special guest. It's always a good time, always interesting with us too. On Tuesday, Bad Guy Jack and Captain Shakespeare talk about NXT 2.0 review and result immediately after NXT. Always good to see them.
Who is the girl with Carmelo Hayes now?
That was a singer/rapper, and I'm not too familiar with her work.
Really?
But I want to be.
She's she gonna be the next ex Mrs. Harris? I thought that she.
All I'm saying is February 15th is coming up.
I thought that I don't know what that means, but
it's a side piece day.
Oh Jesus Christ! I don't even. That's how deep in the streets I am that I don't even know that.
Oh my God!
Can't believe you.
Speaking of deep in the streets, AEW comes on every single Wednesday with Divine Intervention and All Elite Joker. Thankfully, they will be celebrating February 14th. Shut up.
AEW was really, what was my favorite part of AEW? Yeah, what was their favorite part? When Danhausen came out of the ring. It was really great. It's amazing. Danhausen, he puts the butts in the seats. I agree. Thanks.
UPR Heavyweight Champion Divine Intervention will be joining her husband for an episode of AEW Review and Results. Looking forward to that. On Friday, join Mike Knox and his tag team partner on Fridays, which is the Wrestling Doll, as they bring you everything when it comes to SmackDown.
Oh, Chris, we've got a phone call. Hold on a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello, this is the Danhausen. Hello, this is Danhausen. I was hiding under the ring for 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm very evil. Yes. Danhausen loved the unpopular review. It's very good. Very evil. Thank you.
I appreciate Danhausen, and I also appreciate the fact that until this past weekend.
I appreciate you, Christopher. Thank you.
Until this past weekend, I had no idea who the hell you were. But glad to hear you call in. Thank you for adding a view and a like. Make sure you like that show while you're here, okay? Anyway, what else we got? You already saw the previews for it. Tuesday, we're starting our Batman franchise with Batman 1989. And on Thursday, our woman empowerment something badass woman that E is making us do. Anyway, Thelma Louise.
Hold up a second. How did you guys not pick this Black History Month? You guys don't pick any Black History movies?
Look, E is in charge of UPRE. She says she want to do women's thing 2 months in a row. And so now we're doing this
for March.
That's why she said we're doing it in February and March. That's what she said. We're doing Badass Woman in February and Empowering in March or something like that. So Badass Woman, Vic said, hey, I want to do Thelma and Louise. I decided to take a knife to my throat and then I changed my mind. I don't know. Because it was like, why you having me watch Thelma and Louise? I don't want to watch Thelma and Louise, but hey, this is what we got.
If you're doing Empowering Women, are you gonna watch Medea again?
That's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Thank you.
Maybe
I'll do 2 on food.
You knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. It's Black History Month and Empowering Women.
Oh, that's terrible. UPR Gaming has some shows coming up this week. I have no idea because UPR Gaming never knows what they're doing until that day comes. But apparently they're doing episode Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. Saturday.
Is David running gaming again? I feel like his tech talk all over again.
David's one of the reasons. He hired this new kid, Bull. And then they posted, all I ever see him do is like, hey, did you download the update? Did you download the update? Oh, we're going to test out. Oh, I might can do it, but I have to work. I have to do a free show. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But I'm letting you know, Unpopular Review Gaming is the YouTube channel. And you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find out what they're reviewing and when they're reviewing. Last week, I think some people played Double Dragon. I don't know. I don't know. But we have a lot of good shit on that. A lot of good stuff with UPRE. They're doing One Tree Hill episode released today. I know what you're thinking. Who the hell decided to do One Tree Hill? Well, hey, Mike Knox did and Captain Shakespeare did.
Fucking station.
They said One Tree Hill. I said, hey,
One Tree Hill, Thelma and Louise, and Batman.
Hey, do you?
What's the demo we're going after? 50?
And we have the kids on doing Anime is RS or Anime is Us. I don't know. Something with the giraffe. I don't know. But they're all in it, and we're doing it. We're doing it all here at Unpopular Review. I'm going to read these comments before we go out.
I think I just pissed myself.
Okay.
Is somebody surprised that Danhausen called?
Keep liking for the return of the promo battle. Imagine they have a SmackDown Chamber match and Mustafa Ali wins and gets a title shot.
That shit's not gonna happen.
Make sure that you buy yourself some Yep, I Like Wrestling merchandise on Pro Wrestling Tees. Yeah, do that. Bianca Bella versus Rhea Ripley. The question is who's going to be the heel and who's going to be the face. Rhea Ripley rather be a heel. Melina looked better a few months ago in Impact. I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't seen her since my birthday shout out. So good for her.
Oh, Melina was such a sweetheart with that birthday shout out. God,
she did very good. That's why I said I hope she does very well. Bad Guy is the new host of Promo Battle 2.0.
I'll tell you what, Vic. Never have I ever wanted to be a ring apron more in my life than Saturday night when she did this move. I said, "Oh Jesus Christ!"
Yeah, she was going ham too. Looked like never mind. Would you want to see Ira versus Rhea WrestleMania? No. I wonder why they didn't have Shane on Raw. Maybe he'll be on SmackDown. No, he'll be on Raw because, like I said, he's there to put Austin Theory over. Midwest been cold. LOL. Night. It was 39 in Miami on Sunday morning. Cold ASF. Big Daddy Cool. Check unpopular review inbox for that pick of Thunder Rosa. Sasha looked amazing on Saturday. Yes, she did. Hopefully, Lashley doesn't lose the WWE title in the chamber because it will be sad. He just got it back in February's Black History Month. I really don't like that.
Yeah.
I really don't like that where we're not allowed to lose things because it's a month. Like, no, that doesn't make sense to me.
That shit happens on AEW.
No, they don't win anything. I just got through watching Batman 89 this morning, and Michael Keaton was the best Batman. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. Mama Sanderson needs her own show on UPR. Why are we talking about Mama Sanderson? Like, I don't understand. What's your obsession? Oh, this is the bathroom thing I told you about earlier. I got you.
You know why.
BDC for the demographic. Next up is the Golden Girls review. I wouldn't mind that necessarily. I like Golden Girls. Who in the blue hell watched One Tree Hill?
Are you going to have a General Hospital review?
Got you. I have no problem with that. You know, I love General Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us here at Unpopular Review. Please make sure you join us tomorrow.
Nice, medieval.
Who is that?
It's Dunhausen.
Don't you have a ring to go underneath and set aside some nerds or something? Like,
I'm a part of AEW.
Maybe he'll be on Dark because apparently they're taping Dark this week. I'll be there. So
he's not gonna be on Dark. You know why?
He's not black or Hispanic. Well,
that's right.
All right. Yeah, Shane will be on. Shane is you can see if Shane is going to Vince McMahon, who does not even like being on camera, has been on the last 5 times with who and what. It's been Austin Theory. That's it. Doesn't come out in front of fans. Doesn't talk to anybody else. It's been Austin Theory. He's been treating him like a son, giving him pointers. Shane's going to come out and like, look, Pops. Telling you, that's where it is. The writing's on the wall.
No. He got to come back and be like, what's up, everybody? Raw Underground is back. Where's Dabakato? Where's Omos?
And there's this guys. Somebody's going to present them with this thing. It's called a tablet. It's going to say right
where's
there.
Where's Brianna Banks?
This is a list of everybody we're letting go. And you see his name? This is Dabakato.
Oh, no, you suck. Yeah. All right, Chris, wrap it up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us. If you haven't hit the like button already, go ahead and do it as we leave. But in the meantime, for Big Daddy Cool, I'm the executive consultant. We will see you here next time for Unpopular Review. Good night, everybody.
Yes, Unpopular Review. Very nice, very evil. Yes. That now